How we doing, huh? It's another one, baby. We back again for another podcast. What did you expect? Do you think I was just going to stop? You think I was just going to never podcast again? No, we're back, baby. And I'm so excited that you guys are here. If you're listening to this, again, bro. I lather you in kisses. I smother you in kisses because I love you. Thank you for tuning in again. I'm pretty sure this is episode, 2 or 3? Depending. We'll see. Obviously, these aren't live. I record these in a live studio in front of a live studio audience. No, I literally just said these aren't live. But I do record these ahead of time, so I don't really know what episode this is going to be. I'd like to get a guest in to be episode 2 of the podcast, but I had 2 guests scheduled. One for Tuesday of last week, one for Thursday of last week. And I was like, man, this podcast shit is for the birds, bro. This is kind of easy, you know? And first podcast guest flaked on me. And I was like, I'm not too mad. I got a whole other guest coming in Thursday. And then Wednesday comes around. I'm excited. I'm getting everything ready. I'm getting my list, what kind of questions I want to ask, how I want the podcast to go. You know, I'm captain of the podcast. I'm the captain of the fucking boat, so I steer the conversations. I guide it in whatever direction I want. And, you know, there's a little bit of magic and mystery and randomness in it. And it's like any conversation, bro. But I'm getting everything ready. I'm storyboarding my second guest podcast. And then he texts me Wednesday night and he's like, hey, man, Thursday's actually not going to work for me. Could we reschedule and do Friday afternoon? And I was like, yeah, man, you know what? Friday afternoon works. Regardless, I'm going to film a podcast on Thursday. And is that what I'm doing now? No, it's Friday, bro. And couldn't get in here either on Friday, my guest. Not going to say any names, but get it together, baby. I'm just kidding. They're 2 of my best friends, bro, so I'm not mad at them. They're very busy guys. They got lives. They are doing their thing, man. And that's why I want them on this podcast, is because both of them are very successful at what they do. And they have such a great outlook on life, and they have such a passionate drive and an ambition for the things they want to do and the things they want to accomplish. And they put in hard work into the motherfucking universe, bro. So that's why I want these guys on the podcast. I'm not mad that they flaked. They're going to be back. But Wednesday night, I told myself, after I received that message where he was like, hey, man, I can't make it. I was like, I'm still going to do one. I'm going to do one by myself. And I'd rather have too many podcasts to post than not enough podcasts, you know? So like I said, this could either be episode 2, or if I can get one of them in here quick enough to post theirs, then this is going to be episode 3. But regardless, man, I'm in the motherfucking studio and I'm having a good time and I'm taking you with me. Let's go. Let's get our notes app out, because I have a certain way I want this podcast to go. Remember, like 5 seconds ago when I said, I am the captain now. I am the captain now, and I got this shit. Whoa, yo no soy... What is it? Yo no soy marinero, pam param, soy capitán, soy capitán. All right, but the things I want to get into in this podcast, bro, besides my beautiful singing, bro, so check this out. I've been on a, I don't want to call it a grind, because that term is so 2012 YOLO swag, you know, like, ooh, I'm out here grinding, bro. I'm hustling. Like, no. But I am very proud of the things that I am implementing into my life and have been implementing into my life for the past month now. It's about to hit February. And like I said, I record these things ahead of time. So if this gets posted sometime in February, right now it is Friday and it's about to hit February. And the month is almost over. The month of January is almost over. And now that we're at the end of it, I'm looking back and I'm very proud of how far I've come in just a month. With all the things I set out and told myself that I was going to do in 2020, it's 2022, right? I don't even know what fucking year it is, bro. Yeah, we'll go with that. 2022. Because I told myself, I said, listen, bro, you've come a long way in your life in general, but you're not where you want to be. And the only reason you're not there is because you are the one that's stopping you. Me, as in me. I'm stopping myself from accomplishing and doing the things I want to do. And it's really just because I've never been as driven as I am now. And back in the day, like I said, those little bursts of energy and those little bursts of motivation got me to an extent where I was satisfied, but never to the final destination where I wanted to be. And I told myself, this is the year where we cut the bullshit, bro. This is the year we change our mindset, we change our attitude about our work, our music, our passions and our drives and our ambitions, and we stop being afraid of ourselves. Theoretically, I'm afraid of myself. I'm afraid of doing the work, and I'm the one holding myself back. So this year was the year where I told myself wholeheartedly, you've got to cut the bullshit. You got to cut the bullshit out of your life, bro. And you may lose some friends in the progress. You may lose, it may feel uncomfortable. There's going to be a lot of things when you're switching up something so abruptly that are going to go by the wayside, but theoretically it's going to go by the wayside for the better, you know? And some of those things I told myself for this new year, I'm going to quit vaping. If you know me, bro, I've been oh my God, a smog boat, tugboat, just puffing away. Tugboating away at a motherfucking vape for the past 6 years, bro, since I was in high school, man. I graduated in 2015. So that means since 2015 to now, well, technically to the end of last year, 2021, that's 7 years, bro. Oh my God, my lungs are like, cut us a fucking break. Jesus, fuck. My lungs are, bro, they're fighting for their damn life out here, and I was abusing these guys. I was using and abusing these lungs. I was taking these huffing and puffers for granted, bro. And I told myself, hey, that is an unhealthy way to live my life. I don't want to do that anymore. So, boom. That was one of the things that I told myself needed to change, needed to happen. And so I quit vaping. Now it's the end of January. I'm looking back. I think I relapsed like 3 times. So going from vaping every single day, literally being glued to this thing, having literally like if someone you ever play Edward 40 Hands where you tape the 40 ounces to your hand? That's basically how I was every day. Like there would have been no difference if the fucking vape was just taped around my whole head, because that's how often I was hitting it. It was always in my mouth. I was in pictures. I was in conversations. I was just living my life just like always. Anytime you'd be like, where's Esteban? There he is. I'd be like, bro, I was fucking glued to it. It was a part of me. It was literally a part of me. It hurt when it left me. Like if someone was amputating a limb, that's what it felt like when I let go or when I dropped it. I was like, it physically hurts my body to not be holding my vape right now. And I said, fuck that. I don't want to be that guy anymore, bro. I realized the toll it was taking on my body. I would go to the gym, bro, and goddamn, I'd be hitting like squats or my deadlifts. You know, my big compound exercises, the ones that build strength. I don't know if you can fucking tell, but I'd be hitting those and I'd be like, 1, 2, and then I'd rack the weight and be like, and like I said, my lungs were like, Jesus Christ, give us a fucking break. My lungs, man, I was using and abusing them. And so that was one of my resolutions. One of my other resolutions, which I'm about to get into the story of why I'm very upset, was at first it was to limit my alcohol consumption. But now after this last outing that I had that I'll get into, I think I want to just stop drinking entirely. Just quit it. Because, bro, I've drank my whole fucking life, literally since I was like 6 years old, bro. I'm Mexican. If you're old enough to walk to the liquor store in Mexico, you're old enough to buy liquor, dude. That's how it works in my family. At every family function, at every fucking quince, at every, whatever function was happening, everybody's drunk. Everybody's drinking. There's your aunt's holding her newborn baby, your fucking primo right there, and she's got a bottle full of Tecate Light, and she's feeding it to this little guy. That's how Mexican families work, bro. It's so engraved into our culture and us as like a race, bro, and nothing against that, to each their own, bro. Like there's a time and a place for it. And like I said, at functions, that's usually where you get lit. But unfortunately for my life, it went from functions and parties to clubbing to when I got home from work to when I was sad to when life was just fucking throwing blows at me and I was on my feet like, I hate it here. And then, Tecate Light, Coronita time, Modelo time, fool. I was always drinking, bro. And like I said, I had this last outing. Now that I told myself I want to make real changes and see real progress in my life, and 6 months from now, look back and be like, that's a completely different me. I'm not that person anymore. I've grown. I've changed for the better. I am the best version of myself, and I'm only going to evolve into a better version of myself. And at first, like I said, it was limiting my alcohol consumption. And now I think cold turkey, bro. Just like I did with the vapes, cold turkey. And if you relapse once or twice and you just, you have a beer with the boys, don't beat yourself up, but also be as disciplined as a fucking dictator, bro. That's how I have to be with myself. I have to be as disciplined as a fucking dictator, or else I'm only disappointing myself. And right now I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I went out the other night and I got thrashed. And the worst part is I told myself, I was like, I'm going to go out. I don't want to be out too late because it was Wednesday night. And I thought all day that I was going to have to record a podcast the next day on Thursday with my guest. So right before I go out, I'm telling myself, hey, you're not going to drink too much. Hey, you're going to get home at a decent hour. Hey, you're not going to be hungover in the morning. You got shit to do. You're recording a podcast. I want you to be productive. I want you to put in the fucking work. I want you to go through the process, put in the work, and be productive. Be your best self. And what happened? Drunksteban took the wheel once again. My worst nemesis, Drunksteban, bro. My homie texts me. He's like, hey, man, I can't do the podcast Thursday. Let's do Friday. And I was like, cool. And then that little voice in the back of my head was like, so you're free tomorrow. You don't have a fucking podcast to record tomorrow. You can get slithered. There you go. My own demon doesn't know how to fucking speak, bro. And then I was like, no, I'm trying to bat the little demon out of my ear. I'm like, no, Drunksteban, I can't listen to you. I want to be a good person. I'm trying to be better for myself and for the world, and stop. And he was like, quit being a fucking pussy. And I was like, stop. The way you said pussy just now, it like pierced through my ear. Chill, bro. And boom, I swatted the devil off my shoulder, And then we go out. And the whole time I'm like, I'm going to be a good noodle. I'm not going to do any of this. We get to the bar. We went to this. Let me explain what actually happened. It was Coco's girlfriend's birthday. Coco's wife's birthday, because they've been together for so long, bro. And they are the cutest couple, man. Genuinely. When they first started dating back in like 2017, 18, whatever year it was, I was like, oh, I don't like her. And now, goddamn, I fucking love this girl, and I love their relationship, and I just love their dynamic, man. And I want nothing but the best for them. I absolutely see them getting wifed up or whatever, because they basically are already. But anyways, Coco's wife's birthday. And we're going to, what is it? The cuddly cat, the crusty cat. We're going... The Classic Cat. We're going to the Classic Cat in West Hollywood. And I had no idea what it was. I don't think anybody kind of knew what it was. And so I go to their house. I change. It's like this jazz, jazz, Do-bat, do-wat, do-wat, do-bat, do. And then there's some dude on a saxophone like, and then some girl in lingerie singing and shit, like a speakeasy jazz bar from the 20s. And Anna's like, okay, so she's Colombian. For the theme of my birthday. She's like, okay, Esteban, the theme of my birthday is 1920s Hollywood, Hollywood star. So dress like a Hollywood star. And I was like, okay, cool. So I go to Coco's, I change. I look like Mr. Rogers. He gives me this sweater made out of fucking SpongeBob's eyelashes, and I throw it on, and the shit's itchy as fuck, and I'm like, and my hair's already bleached this color, and I just look like a pop punk Mr. Rogers. That's what I look like, which was kind of a vibe, honestly. Like if Mr. Rogers was around in like the late 90s, early 2000s when, like punk grunge era, like he would have looked just like me, how I was dressed for this outing, for this occasion. And We get dressed. We miss our reservation because the reservation's at 9:15. It's 9:20 and we're still in Sherman Oaks. We need to get down to West Hollywood. We're still in Sherman, bro. The reservation was 5 minutes ago. So we get in the Uber. Boom, get outside the Classic Cat. We're late as hell. They're like, you missed your reservation, but we'll see what we can do. Go to the table. And this whole time, I'm still thinking, I'm going to be a good noodle. I'm going to go home tomorrow. I'm going to record a podcast. I've been feeling myself. I've been feeling good. I've been doing everything right in my life, and I feel amazing. Bro, like literally my confidence has been through the roof, was through the roof. My confidence was through the roof. The way I perceived and looked at myself was through the roof. The productivity in the past couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks was through the roof. I was like, man, I'm feeling like the man of the hour. That was me, baby. I was the man of the fucking month. But I don't want to stop at a month. I don't want to stop at all. I want this to be forever. And this is completely doable. The way I'm going right now, the trajectory I'm heading right now, I'm so satisfied, and I love the person I am, the things that I'm doing, the person I'm becoming. It's like this whole, it's really just a battle of what is it? I don't want to say self-help, of self-improvement. Whatever, bro. Oh, I'm doing me, and I'm doing it good, and I'm doing amazing, bro. I don't know the fucking word for it.
It's self-improvement.
Self-help? No. Is it self-help?
Self-improvement.
Self-guidance?
It's self-improvement, you fucking idiot.
I don't know, bro. But anyways, I've been feeling amazing because the whole month I've been grinding and doing my thing, staying out of trouble, not going out, not drinking, not vaping, not doing all the bullshit of the past that I used to do, not ruining relationships, not doing anything, bro. I've been on my grind. I've had mental clarity. I've been meditating. I've been hitting the gym. My body, I don't mean to brag, looks fucking amazing, bro. Like I'm hitting the gym every day, man. Every day. I'm eating clean as hell, bro. Mr. Clean type beat ass diet, dog. That's what I got going on, man. I'm eating clean. I'm hitting the gym. I'm meditating. I'm staying productive with these podcasts, with my music, with my friends. Like even I find it hard to even find time to go and hang out with my friends. But when I do, like, I like when I hang out with my friends and we do something wholesome, bro. Like the other day we had a barbecue. I had a barbecue with my friends, and like no drugs, no drinking, no nothing crazy. Just me and my friends in homie's front yard having a barbecue, talking about life, catching up, hugging, kiss on the cheek, you know, very, very European. Oh, hello, my love. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. You know, one of those, bro. Wholesome content everywhere, man. And that's how I want my life to be from now on, because I've been a fucking delinquent and a fucking degenerate for years, man, for years. And if I want to see progress and I want to see and create the life that I genuinely picture myself living 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's like my current self has to take action and do the hard work so my future self can look back and literally pat my past self on the back and be like, thanks, baby. I appreciate you for doing the work. Thank you for skipping on that triple-decker 4x4 animal-style burger so I can have a six-pack now. I'm speaking as my future self. So I can have a six-pack now, you know? Or I could look at my past self and be like, you know, thank you for staying in and mixing down your track so you don't have to crunch at release time instead of going out and getting slizzard with your friends and spending the whole next day hungover, throwing up, and not productive at all. Which, foreshadowing, coming into my story, but that's foreshadowing. But that's what my future self hopefully will say to my past self, you know? It's like, I want my future self to live the best life possible, to be the happiest possible, to feel the most confident, and like the world is my oyster and like I can achieve and accomplish anything. That's the life and the groundwork that I'm trying to set up right now for my future self. And something like this, a little mishap like this, truly shouldn't beat me up the way it did, but goddamn, I felt like shit afterwards. So back into the story. We get to the Madcap. It's this speakeasy. We show up. Do-up, 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 do-up. They're playing jazz music. Live jazz band. Fucking amazing. Great little group. They got like it was fun. It was funny because they had a saxophone player. They had this girl that looked like Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know, the fucking sexy cartoon mommy. Oh, is that weird that I just called the cartoon sexy? Whatever, bro. She pretty bad, let's be honest. But she looks like Jessica Rabbit. She's wearing a wig. She got the dress. Boom. And then they got like a fancy ukulele player. It was like this electric ukulele, but it sounded so jazz. I don't know how. He just played it, and it was the most jazz thing ever. It was like Frank Sinatra. It was embodied into an instrument. Was fucking reincarnated into this man's ukulele. Jazzalele. This dude had a jazzalele. I've never even heard of it. I was like, what is that? But it was beautiful. Music to my ears. It was so good, man. And, man, I'm looking. I've been talking out of my ass for 20 minutes already, bro. And I'm trying to keep these at 30. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyways, so we sit down. And we didn't have a reservation, so we're standing there for like a while. I go to the bathroom. I'm doing my thing. I feel good. I feel happy about life. Still trying to keep myself from drinking. And then finally, they're like, hey, we cleared you guys a table. Sorry that you guys showed up. They were like, first of all, don't ever show up late again. Don't you ever fucking disrespect a classic cat like that. They said that to us. No, they didn't. They were so friendly and so hospitable, these waiters and waitresses and everybody there. Like, it really was a fun joint. If you live in LA, check it out. The prices are a little fucking ridiculous. But besides that, you know, my wallet went home and it was like, why did you abuse me like that? You know, like, my wallet was definitely hurting. But anyways, they were like, hey guys, we know you guys had a reservation, so we cleared you guys a table. And it was funny because they're taking us to the table, and then they're bringing the people that were at the table to the bar where we were. So we basically just did like a little switcheroo, like a why is that the sound effect for switcheroo, bro? And so they switch us, and as they're switching us, the girl comes over and she's like, oh, enjoy the table because they literally just kicked us out for you guys. And I was like, ugh. We will, girly. Baby, don't worry about us. We're gonna love this fucking table. We're gonna enjoy the shit out of this table. Why did you come at me with so much attitude? It's her motherfucking birthday, bitch. Like, I didn't get upset, but I was like, bro, that little backhanded remark was so out of pocket. Like, I hope you enjoy it because we got kicked out for you guys. Posh. And I was like, bitch, that's why you sitting at the bar right now and I got a whole table. Like, people just want to be rude for no reason, you know? But we sit down at the table. They bring the menu around again. Absurd prices. And I was like, whatever. So I order a drink. It's one of those places where a drink is like $25. And I was like, cool. I order one drink. Remember, I'm on my mission. I'm on my grind. Be a better person. Don't be a degenerate. Don't get blacked out on a Wednesday. Be a good noodle. But oh boy, is it hard to stay sober at your friend's birthday, man. At anyone's birthday. Besides a baby's, unless you're part of a Mexican family, because they also drink at baby birthdays. Your little nephew could turn 1 year old and they'd be like, we're throwing Panchito una fiesta. And then you pull up to that fiesta and everybody's lit. Panchitos in diapers crawling. Fucked up, bro. That's how Mexican parties work. But here in America, 21 and younger, you go to one of those birthdays, whatever. It's going to be chill. If your friends are over 21 and it's someone's birthday, the B in birthday stands for blacked, because that's what you're going to be by the end of the night, bro. You're going to get blacked out with your friends and you're going to do some shit you're not proud of. And luckily I didn't do nothing I wasn't proud of. I drank too much. It started with one $25 drink, which then turned into three $25 drinks, which then turned into shots for the whole table. Boom. We haven't even put down the first round of shots and they're like, another round. Fucking Anita, otro round of shots. Get us shots. You know, like, bro, we probably pounded down like 4 or 5 rounds of shots. I had like 3 of them $25 joints and your boy's loose. Your boy's loosey-goosey. And I was like, the devil in my ear, of course, is like, yes, feed into your temptations. Do it. Take another shot. And I'm like, get the fuck off of me, bro. Don't tell me how to live my life, bitch. Like, I was fucked, bro. And of course, I gave into it and I was like, you know what? My demon's telling me to go on fucking demon time, and it's been a while since I've been on demon time. And fucking demon time was unleashed, bro. I'm outside in the back patio smoking CBD cigarettes with my boy. CBD cigarettes, bro. What even is that? I was like, do these do anything? And he was like, yeah, man, they get you like, you know, they just like chill you out and relax you. How come? I feel like nobody really knows what CBD does. Anytime you ask someone like, what does CBD even do? They're just like, oh, it's just like, you know, it like chills you out, bro. And it just like relaxes you. It's like your body feels like, you know, like calm and shit. And I'm like, okay, do you have like a scientific explanation? Or just like, it's like being high, but like without, you know, the high. And I was like, oh, so like being sober. So just like, it's like just not smoking weed. And they were like, yeah, but like you're chill, like you're more like mellow, you know? And I was like, bro, this CBD shit is a fucking scam. Honestly, maybe it's not entirely a scam, but these CBD cigarettes, let me tell you, boy, are a fucking scam. Because if you've ever smoked one, you know, dude, they're just normal cigarettes and a CBD cart. That like, it says it's CBD, but you take it out and you're like, this looks like a cigarette. It tastes like a cigarette. It smells like a cigarette. It must be a cigarette. CBD cigarettes are literally just cigarettes in a CBD container, bro. They're scamming you. That's another industry scam. Hot take. But I truly believe and think that a CBD cigarette is just a fucking normal cigarette, bro. But there I am, me and my homie, Drunksteban in full effect, bro. Drunksteban in full effect with my homie, smoking CBD cigarettes, bro. Disgusting. Going inside, taking shots, drinking drinks. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good time, and I was glad that I could show face and be there for my friend on her birthday and be there with my other friend, my boy, Nasty Coco. I don't know why I said it like that. The nasty one. That's what my dad calls him, bro. The nasty one. And it's Nasty Coco, bro. He was featured on my very first release ever. My very first song I ever released featuring Nasty Coco was Alarm Clock. Still a bop. Go check it out. Estebe, Alarm Clock featuring Nasty Coco. And then he was my roommate for like 4 or 5 years. And he's been my best friend, bro. He's been my brother. The whole time I've been in LA, he's been right there by my side. And I fucking adore this kid. I love this kid. He's my brother till the day I die. To the grave. This is my fucking boy, bro. And I don't even know where I was going with this. I'm just out here gassing up the nasty one, bro. But I'm going to pause this podcast, restart the camera, because I don't want this 30-minute bullshit to get in the way. So, quick commercial break.
Hi, it's Vince with Sham Wow. You'll be saying wow every time you use this towel.
Is your dessert so boring it's left your family snoring? Not anymore. Introducing the original Chocolate Factory.
Each monthly issue of Zoo Books is packed with breathtaking full-color photos and scientifically accurate illustrations.
Previously on the Freakquency podcast, I was talking about the nasty one, bro. He's my best friend, and it was his girl's birthday, and I was trying to stay clean and stay sober and not let my demons get the best of me. And they got the best of me, bro. So the classic cat closes, and we all stumble out of this joint, dog. We all stumble on out. Bro, let me backtrack real quick. Remember how I told you there was a jazz band? I have this in my notes, and I wanted to talk about this. At one point, the dude, like the lead guy of the band, was this saxophone player, and he's crushing it, man. He's killing it. And you know this is like his gig. This is his shit. He's probably in the classic cat like 3-4 times a week, just throwing down, bro. And I literally looked at Coco as they're playing, and I was like, you know this guy fucks, bro. And Coco's like, you think? And I was like, what? You don't think? I was like, look at this fool. He was a striking lad with an afro, just had that old jazz spirit, you know, with the sax and everything, man. He had it going, bro. And I was like, this guy fucks. And he's like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, but we'll be back in 10 minutes. Right now, yeah. And then he gets off stage, and the first thing I see this man do, he racks his saxophone, goes straight to the bar to these gorgeous girls, bro. And I was like, look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This guy fucks. And he goes to the bar right away, just like on the prowl. And he hops on these mommies, and he starts talking to them. And I see that I'm just like, I'm creeping, bro. Like, to be honest, I'm creeping. I'm like, I want to see what this guy's got. And boom, he jumps in. Everybody's laughing right away. I can see the conversation's going great. And then I'm, back invested in here. And then I'm every second or two, I'm looking over, peering over at the saxophone guy, and he's working it, man. He's working it. And then he comes back 10 minutes later, hangs out with these girls all 10 minutes, comes back, does his thing again. This time you can tell, like, he's peacocking. He's giving it his all, man. And this performance was creme de la creme. This dude where was this man's Grammy? I was like, holy shit. He killed it. And boom, this is my point. That show ends. They were doing shows every 10 minutes for like 20, 25-minute shows. So it'd be like 25 on, 10 off, 25 on, 10 off. And that show ends. And I literally see the girls that he was talking to prior, and they're both like, just hearts, boom, blasting out of their fucking eyeballs. Their eyeballs physically turned into hearts. Like the emoji, like, And they're staring at this guy, and the show's over, and they run up like fans. They run up like this man's Justin Bieber, bro. They run up like, let me get your autograph. Like, with that type of energy. And boom, he's smiling and all this stuff. And I just see numbers being exchanged and fucking Instagrams being exchanged. And I was like, bro, I patted Coco and I was like, I told you. This guy fucks. Yes, he does. And I just thought about it. I was like, that's probably this man's whole shtick, man. He comes up here, he kills it. He gets this place fucking just feeling good and wild up. And he has some girls fall in love with him through the night. And he probably goes home and just claps a couple out and then repeats the process the next day. If that's not on the money, that's probably the best, most accurate prediction for that guy. And more power to him, bro. What a fucking life, dude. He's living like a rock star. He's a jazz star. Living life like a jazz star, bro. But anyways, we stumble out of the classic cap. And we don't really know what to do. There's this girl in our group, one of Anna's friends, and she's like, we can go back to my downtown apartment and like I have a rooftop and we can all drink and like have a good time. She was where the fuck was she from? Puerto Rican, Dominican. She was some sort of Latina, homie. And everybody in the group was like, okay, let's do it, And so we get in the Uber, going to her place, and we jump in the Uber, and then Anna's in the backseat like, we need more drinks. We need more alcohol. And I'm already fucking sauced, bro. I'm already like about to throw up. And I was like, no. I'm thinking this in the passenger seat of the Uber. I'm like, we can't get more drinks. Don't get more drinks. And I literally open my eyes and I turn around and I'm like, oh, bye, baby. Let's get more drinks. And what the fuck? It's literally like Drunksteban was like, hey, man, you're pretty fucked up. Let me take the wheel from here. And then he hacked into my body. I was like, Drunksteban's in town. Let's get more drinks. Yeah. And so literally the Uber's about to take off and I was like, stop. And he was like, what the? I grabbed the wheel. I was like, stop. And he was like, bro, you're going to get us killed. And I was like, chill. There's a liquor store right behind us. Can we go buy more drinks? And he was like, you know what? Yeah, do it. I'll be here. Me and Coco get out. We buy a bottle of Tito's. And his girl wants tequila, and they don't have Casamigos. They only have that booty, that nasty tequila, And so I buy the bottle of Tito's. We get back in the car. Coco breaks the news like, they didn't have Casamigos, baby, so we didn't get tequila. And she was like, what the fuck, Jason? It's my birthday. What the fuck? We need to get a tequila. What the fuck? I cannot believe you. Because everybody's sauced at this point. No, she didn't say it like that. She was like, Jason, I only like to drink tequila. And Jason's like, I know, we'll get you tequila. So the Uber stops at another liquor store after everybody so obviously knows we shouldn't be drinking anymore. Or at least I knew, and I was telling myself I shouldn't be drinking anymore as I was looking at the bottle of Tito's that I just spent like $40 on. I was like, what's wrong with me? Why can I not fight my temptations? I'm tweaking out, bro, but I'm like, whatever. I bought the bottle. I'm gonna fucking kill the bottle. That's how my mind thinks. I'm like, I already did this fucked up thing, so I might as well just relish in this fucked up thing, And so we stop at another liquor store. We buy tequila. So now we have tequila. We have vodka. Everybody, keep in mind, just spent $130. The tab was over $1,000 at this place we were just at. And we all spent, divided between us equally with drinks and shots and everything, it was like $130, $140 a person. So I just spent 140 bucks, and then I just spent another 40 bucks on a bottle of Tito's when I'm already sauced. I'm already fighting for my damn life out here to even walk. Motherfuckers need to get me crutches and shit to keep me stabilized because I'm walking out of the Uber like, you know? And so we go to the rooftop and we just start pounding this bottle of Tito's. Me and Jason, we're pounding the bottle of Tito's. And then we leave this girl's place, very nice place in downtown LA, very beautiful rooftop. And then we go back to Jason's and then we eat. We sober up for the most part. And then I'm like, bro, I got to go home. So I go home and made it home safe, made it home in one piece. Here's something, since I can't just gloss over this part of the story. I was very drunk. And believe me when I say I don't do this often, but I'm admitting right here on the podcast, and this is why I want to change. I want to be a better person, and I know want's not enough. If you want to be a better person, you have to put in the work and you have to put in the action, and you shouldn't be doing reckless bullshit, stupid behavior like this. But I drove home, fucking slizzard, and I don't feel good about it. But all that matters is that I got home in one piece. I didn't put myself in danger or anyone else in danger. And now even saying it out loud, bro, I feel like a piece of shit. And this is what I was trying to avoid. This is literally what I was trying to avoid, was having these feelings of like, I fucking hate myself, or having these feelings of like, you're literally garbage, bro. Like, I don't want to have, remember how I mentioned in that last podcast, like negative self-talk, like I don't want to have that. I'm trying to avoid it. Then I go out and I do some stupid shit like this where I spend a lot of money. I can't even trust my own word. I'm like, I'm not going to drink, and I get fucking sauced. And then I drive home and then I just am expected to love myself the next day. No, bro, get it together, man. And I'm really upset at this because I had planned on Thursday, the next day, to record a solo podcast. And like I said, I'm doing this Friday now because I had to cancel all my plans for Thursday and cancel going to the gym. Cancel all the things that I was doing that were making me feel confident and in love with myself and just grateful to be alive and to be a person and to be experiencing this reality. Everything I was doing that made me feel like I was growing, like I was healing, like I was becoming the best version of myself, got thrown out the fucking window when I woke up the next day, and I was so hungover, bro. I literally woke up, I said, I resurrected. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I went to the bathroom to pee. And as I'm peeing, I said, uh-oh. Just throwing up everywhere. Like I was back in fucking high school. Like I was in university, bro. And I never even went to college. It was really, truly rough out here for a pimp. And so all of Thursday, bro, I felt just so trash and so shit. And it was just like, it was kind of a humbling experience. Because in a way, I would say before that night, I was on top of the world physically, mentally, and emotionally. Like I was satisfied and happy with how I saw the world. I was positive about everything. Like my relationship with, my friends, my girl, like everybody was amazing. My relationship, most importantly, with myself was amazing, bro. I felt so productive. I was working on music often. I was tackling everything off of my checklist, everything off of my task list, bro. The productivity was through the roof. Through the roof. The self-love was through the roof. The fucking gratitude was through the roof. Everything, bro. I was on cloud 9. I was like, levitating out of this fucking peasant human world into a higher realm, bro. That's really how I was feeling. And then this one night of just over-consuming and just overindulging, this one night of just fucking debauchery and bullshit and just giving back into patterns of my old self. Really what it is. It was like the old me reared his nasty, stupid little ugly head, Drunksteban, boom, straight out the fucking gates of hell, was like, I'm in charge. And I was like, no, dude, please. I've been trying to avoid you. And then boom, one night ruined all of that. One whole entire day of throwing up nonstop, fighting a headache, Literally, like they should have injected me just an IV drip because I was in bed. Like, and if I had one of those heartbeat sensors, I bet you it would have been like beep, 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 beep. I would have flatlined. I'm pretty sure I died like 3 to 4 times as I was hungover that day. Man, it was bad, but I guess what I'm trying to say is being that hungover and knowing that you made a dumb mistake like driving home when you're sauced, even though, thank God, I'm safe, everybody around me was safe, nothing bad happened. But like being that fucked up the next day and knowing that the only person you truly let down was yourself, in a way is kind of humbling. And kind of like how I started this podcast and I said that like one of my resolutions was to cut down drinking. Now that resolution truly is to quit drinking because I see how irresponsible I am. I see how unproductive I am. I become somebody that I don't even like being. And it's like, for what? For what? Why am I drinking? Yeah, because it's in hindsight, because it's my friend's birthday. But then when you dig down deeper, like, why am I drinking? What fucking childhood trauma is just stemmed so aggressively into me, just so deeply rooted in there that I'm like, I'm going to get fucking blacked out on a Wednesday. Even saying it sounds so crazy, bro. Like, I'm 24. I'm 24. I'm about to be 25. I should not be blacking out on a fucking Wednesday, dude. That's so childish, man. I don't want to say I'm better than that, but truly, like, I think I'm better than that. As arrogant or whatever as it sounds, it's like, that's not the life I want for myself anymore. Like, I was, like I said, I was so happy with all the progress and all the outcomes and the success that I was having on my self-help, self-improvement journey and the relationship that I was building with myself. And that one day truly showed me that I'm not as strong or I'm not as diligent or, like I said earlier, a fucking disciplined dictator. I'm not as disciplined as I thought I was. And it's one day, truly it's one day. Do you guys fucking hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my roommate's cat, bro, is going through heat and it sounds like I live in like a bird rehabilitation center for like exotic birds. She sounds like a quail mated with a fucking toucan and all day she's like, which in cat code, when they're going through heat, that's literally a service announcement for somebody come fuck me. I'm horny. I'm horny. Somebody come fuck me. Oh my God. That's what she's saying, bro. And it's all night, and I know my neighbors can hear it, and I'm not supposed to have pets. And she's going to blow our cover. She's going to blow our cover. I've been here for 2 years with my cats, and now we bring this newcomer into the house, and she's fucking screaming all the time. Also, I thought cats or just people going through heat, whatever. I thought an animal in heat, that's basically like a period, right? It's only supposed to last like a week, maybe 2 weeks max. This cat's been here for a month, bro. I'm starting to think she just does that. She's not in heat. She just likes being loud and obnoxious, bro. But it's okay. She really is fucking cute, bro. She's one of the coolest cats personality-wise. She's like a ferret. She slings around like a ferret and she's a good time. And like, if I had to relate her to like a human being, she'd be like a free-spirited hippie chick that could like read your horoscope and then would offer you like a bump of ketamine. Like, that's the kind of personality this cat has. Just so unbothered by life or the people around her or anything. Dude, she's like so cool. But anyways, man, let's get the notepad out and let's start to wrap this up. As I was saying, I overindulged and I felt really shitty. And I guess I'm telling this story just to let you guys know that it's, in a way, it's okay if you're not perfect every day, you know, because you're going to go through days on your holistic healing journey or on your self-help, self-improvement, just getting better. As you grow and you get better and you learn and you're putting in the work, there's still going to be days where you're going to disappoint yourself. And I was holding myself to such a high standard just because I was seeing all the progress and all the work I was putting in throughout the month of January, that this one little blunder fuck up, even though, and like, if you just think about what the whole story I just told, basically to summarize it is like, I went out for my friend's birthday and I got too fucked up and I was hungover the next day. When you summarize it like that, it doesn't sound bad. But when you put it into perspective of how I told myself I didn't want to do that, it was more so me lying to myself, me deceiving myself, me thinking I could do something and not holding my word. Like I genuinely let myself down, and it was annoying, bro. And now I sound like a broken record. Just I let myself down. I let myself down. I let myself down. But that's how I felt, and it really is humbling because it made me realize alcohol and me, for the past, since I've been drinking, have never really had a good relationship. And I've ruined a lot of friendships. I've burnt a lot of bridges, and a lot of intimate relationships have been thrown down the drain. A lot of friendships, a lot of everything. I've made stupid mistakes. I've just done a lot of dumb shit when I'm fucked up. And it's a relationship that, out of all the ones that I've lost with friends and stuff, the one I should have lost was my relationship with alcohol, truly. And I want to stop, man. This is kind of like a cry for help, bro, as depressing as it sounds, because I've been able to stop everything else. Like I stopped the nicotine. I stopped watching porn, jacking off. Like I've always been like disciplined and being good at stopping things. Like when I tell myself like, I'm not going to do that anymore, I usually don't do that anymore. But alcohol's the one thing where I've always been like, I'm not going to do that anymore. And then that weekend, I'm out getting fucked up with my friends. I'm out woo girling and dancing on tables and getting white girl wasted at the fucking club or the bar or whatever. And that has to stop, because that is something that's truly going to hold me back. And that's something that I'm realizing now. I really feel like that last hangover, I was like, I'm 24. I should not be this hungover. I lied to myself. I lied to my girl too, which I felt bad. I told her, I was like, baby, I'm not going to be out all night. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I don't plan on being out all night. I don't plan on drinking too much. And then I'm hungover all day. I can't even text her because it physically hurts to look at my phone. Have you ever been that hungover where it physically hurts to look at your phone? Because the headache you have is so massive. So just boom, 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 just pumping in your head, bro. You're like, oh, the light hurts. You look at your phone and the light off your phone literally feels like someone's stabbing you right in the fucking eye. Just, like a finishing move from Mortal Kombat. Just the phone's like, finish him. And the light's like, the brightness turns up, and it's the fucking cinematic scene. The brightness turns up, and then just fucking knives come out of the phone and just stab you. And you're like, ah! And then the voice, the narration, fatality. Winner, iPhone 13 Max. That's how it is, bro. So I'm not texting my girl, and now my girl's all worried about me because she hasn't heard about me from last night. So she doesn't even know if I'm home. She doesn't know where I'm at. And so it's like, I let her down. I let myself down. And I just let the world down, man. And I'm sorry, guys. I really am sorry, bro. But I did not expect this whole podcast to be that one thing. But like I said, I want this podcast to be a check-in, not only for myself, but for us. Because here on this podcast, here at the Freakquency, you get it. We're going to hold each other accountable, man. And like I said, I want this to be a space where we can all check in once a week and hold each other accountable and grow and learn from our mistakes and be better than we were the day before. And I want you guys to tune into this podcast and leave feeling better than when you came in. Whether I can just put a smile on your face or teach you something, or you guys learn from my mistakes, or you guys just come in and just laugh for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever the length of the podcast is, man. I just want you guys to tune in and feel better than when you started this podcast, because that's what I want for you. And that's what life is about, man. It's about navigating this hard world and realizing that the only reason it's hard is because we make it hard in our own minds and we hold ourselves back. And when we free ourselves from that thought, when we change our perspective, we realize that we, as in me and you and everybody listening, are capable of doing whatever we put our minds to and whatever we want. And I want to be a better person. I want to be a more successful person. And I want to be a nicer, more compassionate, empathetic, hardworking, grinding, amazing person. And that one fumble really just kicked me in the fucking ass and showed me that I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And that's why we have this podcast, to hold each other accountable, to hold myself accountable. And hopefully you guys can hold me accountable and I can hold you guys accountable. And at the end of the day, like I said, man, we're all here to grow. That's what the frequency is about. We're here. We talk some shit. We have our laughs and we grow at the end of the day. This is a positive place. This is a positive space. And we're going to continue to ride that wave and keep that grind. So let me see if I have anything else in the notes, bro. But if I don't, I think that's a good note to end it on. The sax guy fucks. I overindulged. Man, that's really all it is. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of The Frequency. Again, it means the world that you guys tune in. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell everybody else to tune in because we're going to have a good time at this podcast. And I have loved putting these on so much and just vibing and having a good time. But from the bottom of my heart, I love each and every single one of you. As always, I'm sending love and positive energy your way. And that's another one in the books, baby. Mwah. Y'all take care of yourself, all right? Why the fuck do I have all these water bottles?